Hi there, it's Ross here from ionizedforlife.com. Now in this video I'm going to be explaining to you the three main benefits of drinking alkaline ionised water. Now obviously we all know how important hydration is, and we read a lot of statistics about how much the body is comprised of water, how much the earth is comprised of water. But to me the most important statistic I've ever heard about drinking water and making sure we stay hydrated is that just a 5% drop in bodily fluids can cause an energy drop of between 25 and 30%. Just 5% drop in fluids, 5% being dehydrated than it should be, causes a 25% loss in energy. Now to me that is incredibly important, because having enough energy to make every day as good as it should be and to be able to reach goals and keep kicking goals and making sure that we live to our full potential, well, energy is the cornerstone of that. So making sure we stay hydrated is absolutely vital. Now, the importance of hydration could be a whole new video all in itself, and I'll probably do one. But today I really want to focus on the quality of the water rather than the quantity. Now, we all know we should be getting 3 to 4 litres of good quality water each day, so it's that quality I want to focus on here. Now, I'm not really one to go into talking about specifics of certain types of illnesses or diseases or conditions that could be cured or solved or something by a magic bullet or one thing in particular. You know my approach to health is a holistic approach. It's about diet, it's about lifestyle, it's about the foods we eat, the things we drink, the way we think. Emotions can have such an important role in our health and wellness. So what I really want to talk to today is the three main cornerstones of which I believe disease, sickness and conditions can be prevented. Now those three conditions in my mind are dehydration, over-acidification and over-oxidisation. I believe that those three things really are the main contributor to the sickness and the disease and the conditions that we experience in our lives today. Now the reason I'm so passionate about alkaline ionised water is because it talks directly to these three things, and I'll walk through them in just a moment. But to give you a brief overview, ionised alkaline water really does solve the problems of dehydration, because ionised water is so much more hydrating than normal tap water. It talks to acidification, because ionised water allows you to set the pH level that you want, and you can get that perfect pH 9.5 water on tap all day, every day. And it talks to over-oxidisation as well, because when we electrolyse the water through the ionisation process, it actually makes the water really antioxidant rich. So it talks directly to these 3 points. Now I'll start by talking about the issue of over-acidification, because that's the point that's perhaps most natural for me to discuss here on Ionized first. Now, obviously the benefit of drinking ionised water is that it gives you the ability to increase the pH of the water and make it much more alkaline. Now, as you probably know, pH stands for potential of hydrogen, and the amount of hydrogen available in a substance, and the ionisation process actually really increases the amount of hydrogen in the water. So you can create, it can go either way. In fact, you can create water with an ionizer that's as acidic as pH 3, which does have its uses, and that's another video as well, and pH that actually goes up to 11 and 12, 12.5 depending on your source water. Now, as you may know, the ideal drinking water pH that we're looking for is between pH 9 and pH 9.5, and the ionizer actually allows you to have this water consistently. It's guaranteed at that level, and you can drink that all day, every day. Now with the pH scale, it's important to remember that the difference between the numbers is actually, it grows logarithmically, so the difference between pH 7 and pH 8 is actually 10 times more alkaline. So when you're drinking something that's pH 9, that makes actually 100 times more alkaline than tap water. And conversely it goes the other way as well, so pH 6 is 10 times more acidic than pH 7, which is where most tap water is. And something like cola or fizzy drinks that's a pH 2.5, that's actually 50,000 times more acidifying than tap water. So you can imagine the difference in how you feel if you're used to drinking a lot of cola a day compared to if you switch to alkaline ionised water. So this is obviously a major benefit to drinking alkaline ionised water, is that you're giving your body this constant flow of alkaline water that's going to help to buffer the acids in your system. Remember, your body creates acids all by itself through metabolism and the daily workings of the body, so there's only a really small alkaline buffer in the body naturally to neutralise just these acids. So when we throw on top of that the acids created by the other foods we eat and the other drinks we consume and the stress and the frantic pace of our lives now, you can see how the body can easily become out of balance. So giving your body sort of 3 to 4 litres of highly alkaline water each day is going to really make a big difference to the way you feel. So the second main benefit of drinking alkaline ionised water is then that it contains so many antioxidants. Ionised water is really antioxidant rich. Now, I'm sure you can appreciate the benefit of this when you consider that you're going to be hopefully drinking 3 to 4 litres of this water a day. You're basically going to be drinking 3 to 4 litres of something that is absolutely jam-packed with antioxidants. Now, I know that might sound a little bit strange if you're used to hearing antioxidants referred to in relation to foods, you know, the brightly coloured fruits and vegetables and beta-carotene and vitamin C and E, etc. But an antioxidant is actually literally just something that has the potential to reduce oxidation. That's the role it plays in the body. Now, ionised water is actually incredibly antioxidant rich because through the ionisation process, something occurs that reduces the ORP in the water. Now, ORP, or ALP, as our American friends like to call it, is basically the measure of antioxidant content in liquids. So ORAC is the measure in foods and ORP is the measure in liquids. And ORP basically stands for oxidation reduction potential, or some people refer to it as redox, it's the same thing. So through the ionisation process, the slight electrical charge that's applied to the water that separates the ions basically reduces the ORP down from where tap water is, which is approximately positive sort of 150 to 200, reduces it right down to negative 300 to negative 450. In fact, depending on your source water, some ionizers actually get the water down to negative 800. Now, to give this context, the lower the ORP, the better. Now, green tea and freshly squeezed vegetable juices and fruit juices have an ORP of anywhere between negative 100 to negative 200. Whereas ionised water actually has an ORP that's negative 350. Now, just think how incredible you'll feel when you're drinking 3 to 4 litres of water that's actually got more antioxidants in it than green tea. You're drinking this 3 to 4 litres all day, every day. Now, the difference it's made to my health and my energy and my skin and my performance at the gym and my performance when I'm out running is incredible, and I know that it can have the same benefits for you because it's really quite straightforward. You're drinking a lot of liquid that has got a high pH and a really, really strong antioxidant content. Now, that may seem like you're getting a lot of benefit already there, but if you remember at the beginning of this video, I talked about 3 issues that drinking alkaline ionised water could solve. And they were to get the alkaline water, the high pH, they were to get the antioxidant-rich water with the negative ORP that I just talked about. And the final one was to stay hydrated because dehydration is such a negative influence on our lives and it causes so many problems in our body. So the reason why I love alkaline ionised water so much is because this water is actually far more hydrating to your body than normal tap water. Now that might sound strange as well because water is water, right? This isn't actually the case because the ionisation process that I just talked about actually does something to the water called microclustering. Now what this means is it breaks the water down into smaller molecule sizes so it's more easily absorbed, more easily hydrating to the body and it's able to permeate the cells of our walls much more easily. Now tap water has generally got about 12 to 15 clusters, whereas ionised water is actually only 4 to 6 clusters, so it's far more hydrating to the body. So the outcome of this is that the ionised alkaline water is able to actually reach parts of your body that the tap water couldn't actually reach, and it can get far deeper penetration into your cells and really make you feel like you're so much more hydrated. And this has such a great positive effect on your vitality and the way you feel. And to me, it has made the massive difference, and I really believe it will make the same difference for you. And also, just as I think of it, an extra added benefit of this is it also acts as a carrier of the water that you drink. So if you're mixing your green powders and your supplements in with your ionised water, it's actually carrying those supplements into those harder to reach places as well and able to help with the absorption of those nutrients as well. So it's another fantastic benefit. If you're using the greens together with the ionised water, you're going to feel a world of difference. So these are the 3 main benefits of drinking alkaline ionised water every day that I believe make the biggest difference in people's lives. Now, it'd be easy to try and link alkaline ionized water to a specific benefit or a specific condition, but I think if I just focus on these 3 areas, this will, resonates with everybody and it has the biggest impact because we all know that we need to stay hydrated. We all know that we need to avoid acidosis. And we all know the damage that free radicals can cause and how important it is to have a high level of antioxidants in our diet and our lifestyle. And alkaline ionised water hits all 3 of these, and it hits them all really hard. And like I say, I've been feeling fantastic since I had my Chanson Ionizer installed, and I know that you can feel the same too. So as ever, there will be a comment section somewhere on this page, whether it's on the blog, it'll be directly below, and if it's on the main Ionized site, then just drop me an email on ross@ionizedforlife.com with any questions that you have. Enjoy the rest of the content on this page, and enjoy the rest of the content in my super ginormous alkaline water resource I've recently launched, and keep in touch and stay healthy.